Do you think video games are addictive?
Yes,
Okay. Why do you think they're addictive?
because it's very interested.
The video game are interested in you?
Yeah,
No,
of
you
more
are
and
interested. The game is interesting.
no.
Ah, the action is ing. Yeah, you are the ED. You are interested in games. The games, the movie, the book is interesting. Unbelievable. Minus 10 points.
No.
You look very different today, Mr. Dudley.
What?
You look very different today.
Yeah,
No
not gadget.
Giga Chad today, huh?
Yeah,
Hey, Grandpa, how are you?
that's
That's your grandfather, yeah?
yeah.
Ah,
It's
cool.
well,
Good. I got the right tests here. 14. Yeah, okay. All right, you're the last one. Unbelievable.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
Last week I have a test.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, you guys were doing all your testing a little bit in advance, just in case of another COVID outbreak.
Yeah.
So they say. All right. Well, you know the deal, buddy. We're gonna go through our interest 14. Part 1 is going social interaction. Going to talk about traffic, and the second topic is going to be about addictive games. Both are topics we had in the lesson, right? With the gridlock and all the traffic jams we talked about, and addictive games. Oh yeah, because we're going to read about that Farmville game again. Remember the one where so many people are addicted to farming on Facebook? So we're going to talk about video games and addiction a little bit, and then we'll use that lesson for our comprehension and pronunciation after that. All right. So you ready, mister?
Yes.
So our first topic, again, interest 14, topic 1, is going to be about traffic. And the first question I want to ask you is, what forms of transportation are available in your city? I know you live in Comfa, so I'm not going to say town. So what can you use? If you want to get around, you want to go around town, or you want to go to Vincom in Halong Bay, what can you do? How can you travel?
I can travel by bus, car, or taxi.
Taxis, of course. Well, at some small cities and towns, I've been to a couple where they don't even have taxis. I think it's sorry to interrupt, but I just don't want to forget about this point. It was I think in Cambodia, there's only certain cars. There are car taxis, but they don't have motorcycle taxis. I can't remember what it was, but I remember going somewhere that it's too small. There was no taxis available. Maybe it was Siam Reap up Angkor Wat, that big temple in Cambodia. I'm sure it's one of those places. But yeah, there was no taxis. You're like, oh my God, how are you going to get around? All right, so you can take a taxi. You got lots of money for taxis?
Yes.
Okay, you're a rich guy. How else can you get around? Bus, taxi?
Well, it's not the taxi, car taxi.
Yeah, what else? You have buses, you have taxis. What other forms of transportation have you got?
Ocean is train.
You have a train through Comfa?
I think it's just.
I don't think you have a train in Comfa. Helicopter. You got a helicopter?
No, it's airplane.
You don't have a plane. You don't have airports in Kamfa. How do you go to school every day?
My motor. My
By what?
I go to
Yeah,
I
how
go
do you,
to school by foot. My leg.
you walk by foot. Yeah, well, that's a
Yeah.
form of transportation. It's the oldest form of transportation ever. Yeah,
Yeah.
by foot. What about bicycles? You don't have a bicycle?
No, I have a electric bicycle.
Oh, you have an electric one. Okay, so there's a lot I don't know if you call it electric bicycle. You mean the electric motorbikes?
Yeah.
Okay, electric bike. Okay, so you use that to go to school sometimes?
No,
Why?
because I can is my mom is not my
It's what?
is my is not mine. It's my mom.
Oh, it's your mom's electric motorbike.
Yeah.
So you don't have an electric motorbike. Your mom has an electric motorbike.
Yeah.
What about a car? Does your dad have a car?
No.
No, he has a motorbike.
He uses motorcycle.
He has a motorcycle. Your mom has an electric bike, and you have feet.
Yeah.
Do you ever take motorcycle taxis?
No.
No. Do you have motorcycle taxis there? Yeah, like here.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Dudley is motorcycle.
Here, everybody calls Grab, and a motorcycle comes pick them up. Car or motorcycle. Do you have
Yeah.
Grab up there too?
Yes.
Okay. I figured you would. Yeah, Comfa is not that small. I think there's at least 100,000 people there. So describe what the traffic is like where you live.
Is narrow, bumpy.
Narrow, bumpy?
Yeah. And a lot of car in the road.
So there's a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
And narrow. Do you mean the roads are narrow?
Yeah, and sometimes have people drink beer or wine by car.
Drinking beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. A lot of kids have been mentioning the traffic about the drinking and driving. There must be a big push on it. They must be talking, the teachers must be talking about it in school, or is it all on the TV? Because there seems to be a real big push for stopping drinking and driving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody seems to be talking about it. Is it on TV, or are your teachers talking about this? How do you know people are drinking?
In my TV.
Okay, so the TV is talking a lot about the people who are drinking and driving. It takes some time to... Sorry, go ahead. And in the news.
Yeah.
And let me guess, they're saying how it's dangerous and how there's been accidents and innocent people die because other people are irresponsible and drink and drive?
Yeah, you're right.
Went through the same thing when I was a teenager. Then the laws got very, very strict. Now, if you get caught drinking and driving, not accidents, but just stopped and you blow the breathalyzer, I think, well, when I left, I think it was automatic 1-year license suspension. I think you could also face fines. And I think even if you got caught 2 times drinking and driving, you'd go to jail.
Yeah.
Something like that. So I remember that going through that process in Canada when I was a teenager, how the laws were changing. And it seems like Vietnam is now doing it too. Finally. No, it's good. Drinking and driving is very dangerous. A lot of people, you know, when they drink, they don't focus as much and they're not as coordinated. And it's a lot easier for those people to get into accidents. And innocent people get hurt because of it. So, no, that's good that they're they're putting that on the news. So, aside from drinking and driving, what else could be done to make the traffic a little bit better in Kamfa?
In street in Kampha have a traffic jam.
Yeah. So how can we make less traffic jams?
We need traffic jams, a traffic light.
Ah, okay. So more traffic light. Yeah, there's not many traffic lights in Kamfa. That's true. And you have that one traffic circle. But how do you think traffic lights would make the traffic better? You only have one main, because your city is designed really not strange, but it's just the way the landscape is, right? Your city's only a few kilometers wide, but it's like 25 kilometers long because it's all along the coast, and then you have all the mountains in the back. So you only have Chengfu, the main road that goes through Kamfa. Actually, you only have one main road through Kamfa, right? That's the only. That's the number one main road to go from east to north and south, or east to west. So how would traffic lights help that? Because traffic lights just makes people stop a lot, but you don't have a lot of intersections. Or do you mean traffic lights at some of the intersections where traffic is coming into the road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about more buses? Are there too many already? Maybe they should. What do you think? Maybe they should do like Halong Bay and Van Dun, where they made another highway down along the water. So there's two main roads.
So they didn't have a traffic jam.
Well, do you think that would make the traffic better if they made another main road along the water? Like they did in Van Dun. Did you see the new highway in Van Dun?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been in Kamfa or Halong Bay, right? They have the main road that runs along the water as well. So there's two main roads that go from east to west, not just one. Do you think that would help Kamfa?
Maybe I think yes.
Maybe I think yes.
Yes.
I love the way you guys answer things sometimes. All right, enough on that. I see you're a bit distracted at Grandma's house. Let's go to topic 2. All right. Topic 2 is going to be about addictive games. And the first question, I don't mean just you. I mean like in general for most people who play video games. Do you think video games are addictive?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you think they're addictive?
Because it's very interesting.
The video game are interested in you?
Yeah.
No, you are interested. The game is interesting.
You are.
The action is ing, yeah. You are the ED. You are interested in games. The games, the movie, the book is interesting. Unbelievable. Minus 10 points.
No.
But they're interesting. Why are they interesting? How's it different from real life? Why is it you could be at school and you're so tired, you could go to sleep, but then you get home and you play a video game and it's like, ooh, you could stay up all night long and play. Why is that?
Because it's have a lot of thinking.
A lot of thinking? School has a lot of thinking.
Thinking. It have a lot of Games.
Nào, Nguyên, qua tế cùng xin cái hả? Không hẳn ví dụ.
I think
Không xin
I don't
you don't know how to say it.
know how to say.
I would say it's the adventure. Yeah, I mean, you look at school; kids aren't designed to sit in a chair for 7 hours all day long, listening and reading books. They love adventure and challenges, and video games gives you that, right? When you go into a video games, you can create a character, you have missions to accomplish, you get prizes, you get rewarded when you do things, and it's like an adventure, right? To go through the game is like going through an adventure. So I think that's the main reason why they're so addictive for many people. We know that some people, and I used to be addicted to video games when I was younger too. I mean, it's one of my biggest regrets. When I was a young man, I played way too many video games, and I really regret it now because I should have been reading more and studying more. But I was really addicted to gaming. I had to completely quit. I wouldn't be able to run this business if I was playing video games. It's not possible. It takes up too many hours. So, how many hours? What do you think is too many hours a day to spend playing video games? Like, when do you think enough is enough? Do you think if I play 1 hour, it's okay, but if I play 2 hours, that's too much, or 2 hours is okay and 3 hours is too much? Well, what do you think?
I think he's very tired.
Who's tired?
And my eyes.
Your eyes get tired. Well, it is hard on your eyes because it's all small pixels, and that's true. It is hard, and it might have something to do with why the last video games I was playing was not League of Legends. It was what was it? Empire something. You build all these villages and you farm and you build armies and you try to conquer land and territory war games. And it's so detailed, all the little men and the cutting woodcutters and farmers and soldiers and arrows. And it was so detailed. You had like zoom in. And I really think that hurt my eyes playing that game. Too many hours on the computer. I forget what the heck the name of the game was. It's a very popular game. Oh, I don't remember. But yeah, I agree. I think it can be very tiring for your eyes. I think it can cause damage. But how many hours a day do you think is okay to play? And how many hours is not okay?
I think it's 30 minutes per day.
30 minutes per day.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I agree. To me, the least, the better. But how are you going to get good at a game if you're only playing for 30 minutes?
What?
How are you going to get good at a game if you only play for 30 minutes? Some of the students here play like 4, 5, 6 hours. So you're not very good at video games.
Yes.
You are good or you're not good?
I am not good at video game. I use YouTube.
What?
I just watch YouTube.
Oh, you like to watch other people playing the games?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really popular too. I've never, well, I mean, I've seen videos, streamers that are showing their games. But I never had an addiction to watching other people play video games, that's for sure. So you spend more time watching other people play the game than you do playing the game yourself?
Yes.
Okay, so that's different. Then it's just entertainment, so that's good if you could just do 30 minutes or so. But actual video game playing, how much do you play? You playing?
I play not a lot. Not a lot.
Not a lot? That's the last question here. How many hours a day do you spend playing video games?
1 hour.
1 hour? How many days in a week?
In Saturday and Sunday.
How many? No. How many days are there in the week? In a week?
2 days.
Only 2 days in a week?
Yes.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's only 2 days?
2 days is Saturday
Weekend.
and Sunday.
That's weekends. How many days in a week?
7.
7, yeah. So if you play an hour every day, how many hours are you going to play video games? If you play 1 hour every day, if clause here, if you play 1 hour a day, every day of the week, how many hours did you play video games that week?
7 hours.
Hours, not hours, no H. Hours,
Yeah.
minutes. So that's like 1 full day of work.
No.
7 hours, that's like a work day. People
Yes.
often go to work for 7 hours or 8 hours in a day. Yeah?
No.
No? How many hours does your mom work in a day? What time does she go to work? What time does she come home?
Is go to work is 7 o'clock, and
Goes-
go to home is
Come home. Go to work, come home.
go to work is a 7 o'clock, and went to 5 no
5 o'clock-ish?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. It's every day. All right. Yeah. The point is you got to watch how many hours you play. And that includes watching the videos too. Because remember, that's not going to give you money.
Yes.
Entertainment, but it's not going to give you money, right? So you got to be careful about that. So pay attention to how many hours you play a week and how many hours just for a test, so you know, right? Because you're the only one that can control yourself. But for 1 week, just write down at the end of the day on a piece of paper in your bedroom and just say, oh, I played video games for 30 minutes and I watched 1 hour of other people playing video games, and just keep track and then count what it is at the end of the week. And then you'll have an idea of how many hours you actually spend with video games, because it's dangerous. You need to be aware of it. All right, let's go to part 2. Kids, I tell you. Kids. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the trap with a lot of these video games. We're talking about Farmville. And a lot of games are like that. I've seen some on the internet where you can spend real money with credit cards, like buy online, like Shopee and all that stuff, and buy credits in the game. You can't get that money back, but you can spend it on new plows and new animals and seeds, and buy more land and whatever else is available in the game. So not only do you not make money and you spend your time, you waste. Well, that's what you're spending. You're spending your time, and that's one of the most valuable resources you have. And then now you're also spending real money on top of that to play video games. So it's very dangerous. And it's like it says in the story too, that, you know, they start farming on these. You have a farm and you have the land, and the crops are always growing nice and beautiful all the time. They don't have droughts or bad seasons, and the animals never get sick. So you always, you buy 2 cows, you're going to sell them. It's not like one gets sick and dies or anything. So that's a virtual world. It's a real world in the computer that you can play a game, but it's not real in real life, right? So it's kind of crazy that way. But that's good. If you don't play too much of that stuff online, then that's really good. But be very careful whenever you get into a situation where you can spend money to to build up your farm or your game or your character online. Really dangerous. Number 1, what types of animals can you find in a barnyard? Right? The barnyard is around the farm, right? It's not the food, it's the animals. So what animals does she have? And what other animals in real life can you see at a farm? What does she have?
What is
What animals is she raising?
is chicken and cows?
She's got chicken and cows. That's right. What other animals are there at a farm in real life? What would you find at a farm? If you go to a farm today, what would you see? Chickens, cows. What else?
Teeth.
What?
Teeth.
Teeth?
See apple trees.
Those aren't animals. An apple tree is an animal?
No.
Yay. Animals.
Animals is
What other animals are there on a farm? But just think about what you buy for food.
pig.
What do you? Yeah, pigs, because you get pork. Cows, you get what? So you could buy chicken, right? Chickens produce chicken to produce eggs, and you can get pigs, right? There's a common farm animal because pork is a big seller. Usually the hoofed animals and the dairies, not the dairies, but cows, of course. What can we get from a cow?
Milk.
We can get milk,
Cheese.
cheese, and what kind of meat? What do we call the meat from a cow? We don't say beef. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. You know, another one that's really big here in Vietnam, I've seen several farms with these animals, are ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, duck is really popular here. You guys have those big white ducks that don't fly. They're funny looking to me because in Canada we have beautiful, colorful ducks that fly. Different families of ducks, I guess, species. So you could have animals on your farm, right? But now, if you're going to grow food and crops, where do the farmers grow their crops?
You can grow crop in
What part of the farm do you grow the crops?
farm.
Fields. We grow the crops in the fields. Big open fields. Unbelievable.
Nah.
All right. So now every year, remember harvest? Do you remember what harvest means? It's harvest time. What is that? Or I have a good harvest. What is that?
Is dry. They can grow it can grow.
No, Dudley. The harvest is the harvest is what they get, all the food that has been grown, and now they go cut it all down. They take the food. This is my harvest for the year or the season, and now we'll go sell the harvest. I had a good harvest, lots of good food. I'm going to go sell it at the market and make money. Right? Harvest is the food. Crops is what grows. All the food that's growing in the field, that's your crops. So, how do farmers grow new crops every year or every season? I'm not sure how it works in different countries. Right? Now, you've just harvested all the food. You just sold it all to the market and kept some for yourself, of course. Now you need new crops. What do you have to do?
Using old.
So if you want to grow some potatoes, what do you have to do?
You need to seed.
Seed? That's right. We have to reseed the fields. Right? We have to reseed the fields to dig it all up and reseed so that new food will grow. What plants are grown to make bread? What do farmers grow?
Wheat.
Wheat. Yeah, wheat. Wheat is used to make flour, which is used to make bread. How many people play Farmville according to this article? Right, just a few years ago now. How many people play?
82.
82 people? That's
82 million people.
There's a big difference between 82 people and 82 million. I'd rather have 82 million subscribers than 82 subscribers. Yeah. And also in the story, it talks about how that company, I forget the name of it, the company itself at that time was making like all of its Facebook games and online games. The company was making like $500,000 a day. That's how much money was being paid to play these video games. Not just this one, but all their video games. That's crazy. But a good business. $500 million every 2 days. So that's like 163, is it? 365 days. So yeah, 82. $183 million a year. Is that a good business if you could make 180 gross money coming in? And gross or net? Net is what you get to keep. Gross is what you get to keep. Net is the total money coming in. Then after the expenses and the taxes, what do you have left over? So would you like a business that nets $182 million a year? Is that a good business for Dudley?
Yes.
Yeah, good business for anybody. For sure. Gaming industry is a huge business. So if you're going to play video games, learn how to make the video games and you can make the real money.
Yeah.
What do you call the machine that farmers use to prepare the fields for planting? I got a field. I got the seeds. I got no food. What do I need now to dig up all these fields and plant all my new seeds?
Plow.
A plow. That's right, Dudley. You need a plow. Otherwise, you're going to be doing everything by hand and hoe. And oh my God, that's going to take a long time. Unless it's just a tiny little garden. You sure you don't want to be a farmer?
No.
Going to be a video game maker? What is it? Programmer?
IT.
Yeah. While you're young, you should learn as much as you can because you're like a sponge. Your brain learns so fast right now. You should take any, even, here's the thing with IT. It's really like English, right? Because English, you're learning English now with me and at school and other people, but English in the future is going to open more doors for you. And by having that language, it's going to allow you to get jobs that other people can't get. It doesn't matter if you're in IT. It doesn't matter if you're in tourism. It doesn't matter if you're in real estate. It doesn't matter. If you have English, it's another asset. It's another skill you have that gives you more advantage to make more money. IT is the same thing, but even if you don't go into programming and coding for a career, the fact that you know a lot about programming, coding, computer sciences, IT, information technology, it doesn't matter what field you're going to go into in the future because everybody uses computers. Right? So the more you know about IT and the more you know about English, because it's the international language, of course, but IT is the same thing. So if you have a chance to study IT, study as much as you can because it will help you big time in the future. Like even us, when we hire our university students to help here at Newway with, making shorts and videos and doing preparing classes and all kinds of different things. The girls, or guys, it's always girls that apply for some reason. The ones that have more computer skills get most of the responsibility at Newway because they can do so much more for us, and we pay them more money. So IT skills are good. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. So what are you gonna do now? You're gonna go play some video games?
No, I will go. I go to eat dinner.
You're gonna go eat dinner?
Yeah.
What's for dinner tonight?
Have a fish, a meat, and some broccoli.
Broccoli. Oh, cool. And fish and what?
Fish, fried fish,
Fish and fried fish.
boiled meat, and
More meat. Broccoli. Any
and,
cheese?
no.
No cheese?
It's a healthy dinner.
Well, cheese is healthy. Any eggs?
No, it's not healthy.
What? Unbelievable.
It can be fat.
Any
Make you
pizza?
fat. No.
What? No pizza?
No.
I'm not going to eat there. No, never. No way. Not going to do it. What about bacon cheeseburgers?
No.
No bacon cheeseburgers.
No, it doesn't have it. It's a healthy dinner.
Pah, unbelievable. I'm never going to eat at your house. No way. All right, Dudley. We'll see you next week for Interest 15. Have a wonderful holiday. Say hi to Grandma and Grandpa for me.
Okay. Goodbye, Trevor.
Goodbye, Dudley.